All right, hey guys, this is Coach Marcus here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I want to welcome you to tonight's Franchise Factor training. We do this every Saturday night after my Sabbath at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. And people are you guys know by now the reason we switched it to doing it on Saturday evenings is because myself and some other team members we observe the Sabbath from Friday night sundown till Saturday night sundown. We don't try not to do any big business, and so we do Franchise Factors training on Saturday nights. This is going to be part 3 tonight, but we're always at the One Team One Dream Hangout.com. If you guys are required to enter a passcode, it would be we go one team all lowercase, but it shouldn't be needed because the passcode is embedded into the website link. We do have another event coming up in Nashville, Tennessee, in a little less than 3 months. This picture you're looking at right here was our event we had in Orlando, Florida in February, and lots of people were there. Lots of people recognized for hitting ranks and income milestones. Lots of fun. And so our next event is coming up Nashville, Tennessee, September 12th, 13th, and 14th. So, and how the schedule events works on September 12th is our meet and greet. We do that in the evening time. And then Saturday, the 13th, that's when we have training for the entire day. And our in-person events, they're not the rah-rah, celebrating people, have you walk across the stage holding up giant checks. These are actual boot camps where you get the mindset and the skill sets to go out there and be successful. Okay. And for those of you who have attended any of our in-person events on a scale of 1 to 10, from 1 being not effective to 10 being very effective, comment how emotionally impactful our in-person events are. They are amazing. Yeah, the Sabbath is amazing. And thank you guys for commenting. Jessica, 10 plus plus plus, Coach Seymour, Katrina, Tommy is 12, Dr. Dorothy, 10 plus, Tiara, 10, Linda, 10 plus with fire emojis. Our in-person events are different than the typical network marketing training events. Okay, so you actually come there and you learn the mindset and the skill sets, okay, to being successful. And there is also an opportunity at the event to utilize what you learn with our hot market contest. Okay, and so that's a lot of fun, and people come away with earning income during the event. Okay, but the tickets are in person or $40. Online tickets are also for $40. There will be a group on Facebook for members who have paid their price to attend. Coach will set up a Facebook group for that, and so we'll all be invited to that group. You can send monies via PayPal to paypal.me/HBN events, or you can Zelle $40 to 323-384-1081. Okay, and so those are what the tickets are. The venue has been locked down. That was announced on the Tuesday night call. I just looked up the venue, and it's a great space, and it's going to be lots of room for more people to attend in person. So we encourage you guys to attend at least one in-person event a year. Okay. So, and you will see your business grow. We've had several people hit the rank of diamond with Go to Sana since the February event. Okay. So they'll be recognized in Nashville in September. And so with that being said, Coach Will, he committed to coming to your city, okay, to do an opportunity presentation and some training if you got people into the room. Okay, so he committed to doing that for 90 days leading up to the event. So the month of June is almost over, but the month of July is pretty packed. So he may have some availabilities in August, but starting the weekend of July 13th, Rasan Owens is hosting the Unlock Your Potential event in Charlotte, North Carolina. So that's going to be from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. The information is there. If you guys want more details, reach out to Rasan about that. If you have any guests or any people you know in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, you can have them attend that event, and they can meet one of our $1 million earners, Coach Will, who is going to do the opportunity presentation and also the training. Okay. Followed by the following weekend, July the 19th, there's going to be another event in Copers Cove, Texas. And Tommy Waldron is hosting that. Coach Will is going to also be there to be the special speaker and the special trainer for that event. So make sure you guys, if you guys are interested in going to that event or having guests attend, reach out to Tommy Waldron. It's going to be from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on July 19th. And then the next day in the Dallas, Texas area, okay, there's what we call a wealth building event. And Coach Will, he's going to be a busy man, busy. But Miriam, she's the one that does our newbie corner on Sundays and Tuesdays. She is the host of that, and I believe Coach Seymour is assisting with that. But also, Coach Will be there to show the plan, right? That's part of the STP and the BEST system, where we show the plan, we show the products, and we show the people, and we sign the people up. So these events are tools to help you build your business. So if you are in those areas, feel free to attend. If you aren't in those areas, but you know people who live in those areas, feel free to invite them to those events, but make sure you RSVP by contacting Rasan, Tommy, or Miriam, right? And use those as tools to build your business. So who's excited about those events? Okay, July, St. Louis is going to be July 26th. Yeah, give me the flyer if you have a flyer created, so I can include the St. Louis event on the slide here with us. So St. Louis is going to be July 26th from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Time. Okay, so that's going to be in July 20th in Texas is 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Time. All right. And so, hey, I want to congratulate anyone who has achieved any commission or rank achievements. Feel free to comment in the chat if you or someone achieved either a commission milestone. It could be your first $100, okay, or it can be your first rank, whatever it is. I believe Cynthia Lewis is on here. She's one of my team members in the Houston, Texas area. She's followed our hot market system, and she had 2 people order today, so she should be hitting executive with HBN. Okay, and which is great. But congratulations to anyone out there who has across any financial milestones or rank achievements. Natasha, she crossed the $500 milestone. Congratulations, Natasha Nelson. Appreciate it. That's awesome. So Coach Will, last Saturday on his birthday, he released 2 books. Okay. And so, but there's one that is specifically for network marketing, and it comes with a free ebook. So I encourage you guys to get this book. It's called The Hidden Empire. It's an ebook. It's going to come, well, that's a paperback book, but then that comes with an ebook that's 55 pages long. And these books talk about everything that we teach on Sunday, Tuesdays, and Saturdays. But these are the blueprints that many of us have followed to generate the 6- and 7-figure incomes here with Green Organics. Okay, so make sure you guys go get the book, and that's the link to go get it from. And Coach Will has a direct link for that. He also has a direct link, so you can reach out to him, or you can message me on Facebook, and I can send you the link. Yeah, I ordered 5 copies of The Hidden Empire, so I can give those away to team members as prizes. All right, so that's that. So this is the blueprint that made Coach Will over $1.6 million here, not in his career network marketing, but here with Green Organics, with HBN and Golden Silo, over $1.6 million part-time, right? All right, so Franchise Factor, we started this back in 2021. It was during the pandemic, and we were growing so fast. During the pandemic in 2020, we grew by over 300%. So we were growing so fast, and we recognized the need to have some type of system in place where people can get in and learn the skill sets and mindsets necessary to build their business successfully. So we initially called it 6 Steps to 6 Figures, okay? Because the group of members that got together and put together the training we all had different activities we were doing that helped us all earn six figures with HBN. Okay. And one of our agreements was that once someone earned seven figures by following the system, we would change it to 7 steps to seven figures. Well, Coach Will was the first one to do it, and we changed it, right? And then after that, we recognized that training was a lot of information at one time. So we broke it up into four parts, and we called it the franchise factor. Okay. And we focus on four things: unified duplicatable training systems. Okay, because we have the information is formatted so that you can learn it, you can do it, and you can teach it. Okay, congratulations, Linda, over $4,000. Linda in Wisconsin, that's awesome, right? But and the lost art in network marketing is teaching people to teach people to teach people. Okay, and one of the reasons we've been so successful is because we have a system in place that's easy for people to learn, do, and teach if they want to do it. Okay. Next, we have sequential learning. We don't teach out of order. All of our trainings are focused on either mindset or skill set training, right? We don't believe in skipping steps. Okay. And then we also have resources of repetition. That's where we share the books, the videos, the trainings to attend. We also pretty much cover the same content throughout the month, right? Maybe shared in different ways, but you're hearing the same thing, okay? Because we believe in what is repeated is remembered, and what is remembered is repeated. And then as far as the percentages, right, we have the 70 percenters, okay? Those are the people who are going to die broke, okay? Insurance company statistics show us that 70% of people are going to die broke. Okay. So when you are recruiting people who say they want to build a business, right, you probably 3 out of 10 people are going to stick with it. The other 7 people, they're going to quit, right? They're going to jump around and go to another company or just say MLM doesn't work when it does. The 3 percenters, they're the people who will be successful wherever they go because they have their own way of doing things. They refuse to be coachable. They won't plug into the system. They want to do things their own way. The 3 percenters are the people the 70 percenters follow from company to company to company. Okay. The 27 percenters are the people here. Okay. Do you guys recognize, the need to be someone that learns the system, that does the system and teaches it? You also believe in not skipping steps. Okay. And you believe in utilizing the resources and repetition, right, for you and your success team. And basically you follow GPS: get in, plug in, stay in. Okay, so that's all of us here. I appreciate you guys for being here tonight. So because the companies are growing fast, if you look at the leaderboard, their names on the leaderboard, you probably don't know. Okay, and what that is there's people who have joined us and are joining. They have their own way of building their business, and it's working for them and their success team. That's fine. There are 1,000 ways to build an MLM business. We're not saying our way is the only way, but we found our way is the simplest way. But because of that, when people join us, if it's working, okay, keep doing what you're doing, okay? Because we never want to step on anybody's toes and tell them, no, this is the way you have to do it. Now, if what you're doing isn't working or your sponsor isn't plugged in and supporting you, by all means, plug into what we're doing here. Our motto is one team, one team, one dream, right? Everyone to be successful here. Right. So as far as who we are, Green Organics is our parent company. They're the company that pays our commissions. When you receive your Visa debit card, it has Green Organics at the top, Green Organics LLC. But there's two companies under Green Organics. There's Godasana, which is, the household products, the personal care products, the multivitamin with the black seed oil, the deodorants, the tooth powder, the soap, and the essential oils, and over 200 products, right? And then with Heart by Naturals, it's primarily supplements and superfoods with some personal care products with HBN. Okay. Now, what sets us apart? The value you get with each company, okay, is the fact that number one, leadership. And we're not talking about us, your sponsor. We're not talking about your sponsor. We're talking about Paula and Ben Scarcella. They're our founders, our CEO, Paula, and Alexandra Brighton, who is our product formulator. She formulated some great products. She's taken two other companies, okay, $2 billion companies because of her formulations. And she sold them all to Paula and Ben. So we own all of Alexandra's Brighton's formulas, and she also contributes to any new products that we introduce. She's the one that formulates them. So what makes us great is the fact that the products work and the pay plan is very aggressive. We like to call it FAB. It means fair, aggressive, and balanced, right? And then in 2023, HBN by itself paid out over $31.4 million in commissions. And the interesting thing is only 6% of HBN members are consultants participating in the pay plan. So over 90% of our members with both companies are customers only because the products work. So lots of room for growth here. So this is a quote from Coach Will. Make sure you guys have this memorized, and this is something you want to tell yourself every day or on the days where you feel like your business isn't growing as fast as you like it to grow, or you're getting a lot of people telling you no, or telling you MLM is a scam, or those are some hocus pocus products. Tell yourself, this is my business and I'm going to make it work. Okay, because if you have access to the same products, the same websites, the same trainings, okay, and if your business is not growing, okay, the common denominator in that equation is you. If everyone else is having success and you aren't, you have to make sure you remind yourself and tell yourself, this is my business and I am going to make it work. Okay, so always remember that. Our vision is this: we're here to bring the power of plants to the people of the world. Okay, we're not knocking doctors, right? But there is a place for medicine and doctors. When I got involved in that car accident here in Vegas in 2020, where I couldn't walk, right? They thought I was gonna be paralyzed. I needed doctors. I'm in the hospital for almost 4 days. Okay, the doctors were there. But once I was discharged from the hospital, I did not want to take the pain medication, so I didn't. I didn't want to take the muscle relaxer, so I didn't. I used Black Seal oil, Mind, Body, and Soul, and the pain lotion. That's all I used, and my body recovered. So we're about the power plants over pills. We also are about people facilitating financial independence, right? We would like to put people in positions to where they don't have to rely on a job or the current source of income, right, to meet their needs if they're not happy, or we like to put people in positions so they can do something different with their lives because money is not an issue, okay? The next thing is personal growth worldwide, okay? And they say network marketing is really a personal and professional development program disguised as a network marketing program because you grow here, right? You develop people skills, you develop better communication skills, you push past any fears and apprehensions you have, okay? You also develop financial skills. We're always sharing money tips, which can help you to invest, things like that. So you grow. But what sets this apart is the fact that you're getting better and you can also earn income along the way. Our mission is to capture 1% of the $6.8 trillion health and wellness industry. Now, this industry is going to grow to $7.3 trillion by the end of the year. Okay, so that means many of you guys who are watching this video, watching the replay, hearing my voice, you're sitting in seats that could be worth annual incomes over $100,000. Okay, over six figures a year. Some of you guys are going to take it really seriously, and you are going to earn over $100,000 a month. It could take 5 years, it could take 10 years to get there, but that's the potential we have here. Did you guys know this? You can become a virtual millionaire by simply earning $60,000 per year in residual income. Okay, passive income, $5,000 a month. That's $60,000 a year. You would be considered a virtual millionaire. What that means is, in order to receive $5,000 per month in residual income, you would have to save and invest $1 million in an investment platform that paid you 6% per year, right? That will make you a virtual millionaire. That is our goal here. Okay. Now our model is dream, fight, win. You must have a dream you're willing to fight for, and as long as you don't give up and quit, you are going to come out with the win. Okay, guys. So that's it. So this is an overview of the training. So we've already done parts 1 and 2. Today we're going to do part 3. Next week we'll do part 4. So part 1 was creating strong mental and emotional barriers to exit that are greater than the obstacles you have to overcome to win. We talked about placing your appropriate initial order. Talked about setting auto ship. Then we have the get familiar with the resources and tools at your disposal, building your belief, in the industry, the company, the pay plan, the products, yourself, the method you're using to build a business, and helping people. Today, we're going to talk about creating your preliminary candidate list, hot market, warm market, social media. Those are the steps, right? That's the order you want to go when it comes to launching your business. And then we will discuss mastering the art of the invite and learning how to present the business in a way that duplicates. And next week is part 4. All right, guys. So, and if you guys have any questions during the training tonight, feel free to post your questions in the chat. And there are members here who are qualified to answer your questions. Thank you, Richard. All right, so this is part 3. So create your preliminary candidate list. All right, so you're going to make a list of people, okay, who you know. Okay, so those are going to be people you know personally. And it's going to be a list of 20 people, 50 people, right? That's a good number. You're not going to do anything with the list. You can just make the list, okay? And then we have mastering the art of the invite, and then learning how to present the business in a way that duplicates. Okay, so as far as creating your preliminary candidate list, right? So this is going to be broken down to your hot market. Okay, you have your warm market, and you have your social media, not cold market. We're not talking about cold market. Most of us know people, and for those of you who have been attending, what defines your hot market? For those of you who have been attending our trainings and have heard this information, just want to make sure people are paying attention. You're grasping the information as far as the hot market. Okay, and so Jessica says hot market are people who you can call at 2 a.m. to help you out, right? Friends and family, people that love you, all correct. 3 a.m. phone call from people. So yeah, so your hot market people, those are people who they know you, right? Personally, you know them, you love them, they love you. Those are the people where if you got into a bind, they would go out of their way to help you. Like if your car broke down at 3 o'clock in the morning, right? They would be the people that will get up out of their bed and help you, right? Let me see, people can call late and pick them up and eat. Yes, people that will bail you out of jail, right? Thanks, Rasan. That's your hot market. So those are people you are going to use a hot market launch message with, okay? And if anyone who has launched with the hot market successfully, comment below just to indicate how that worked. I know Cynthia's on here. We launched she started launching with her hot market following our system this week, just Monday or Tuesday, and then today 2 people ordered. Okay, it works, and it is so simple, right? You're simply asking people, you simply letting people know you are in business, okay? But then you're asking for a favor and for their support. That's it. Let me see. People send me Jessica won. She won the event. Yep. Marin worked surprisingly, right? Her family supported her. Rasan says it works. Successful. Tiara, it works. And then Tommy ranked up in 10 minutes using the hot market system. Richard made sales. Charlotte works very well. Clarence, it works. It worked for me. I've been in network marketing for a number of years. When I reached out to people, when I joined GoDasana and wanted to hit diamond, okay, I sent a text message to 33 people. I think 11 or 12 or 13 people ordered that day, but I hit diamond. It works. And Cosimar 100%, Margie, it works. Cynthia works. Okay. Now next, what's your warm market, right? Warm market to me is people who aren't in your hot market. So for me, in my life, Let me see. TR says you can't be scared to reach out to people. Just do it. If they say no, they say no. Then you move on. Yeah, don't get caught up with the outcome. Okay, Janice May sales at her event, so don't get caught up like TR says. Just do the activity. Just do it. Get it out the way. Do it. Once you do it, you won't have to do it again unless, like, I go to my hard market every time the company releases a new product. Like when we release the laundry detergent and hard surface cleaner, I sent another text to my hot market. Okay. But for the most part, when you launch the business, you do it once. And don't get caught up with the outcome and don't prejudge people and don't believe that, oh, these people are going to look down on me or judging me, right? That's your pride getting in the way. Right. When people do that, that's pride. Let go of your pride, let go of your ego, send the text or send the email or make the phone call, whatever you feel comfortable doing. Go through the activity, go through the numbers. You'd be surprised on who will support you. And if people like you and love you, right, and trust you, they're going to support you, right? Because people do business with people they like and trust. Now, as far as warm market, okay, acquaintances, co-workers, what else? Cynthia's co-workers, neighbors, right? Warm equals casual acquaintances. For me, I go to the gym. I go to a hot sauna box gym, and I go to a regular gym to lift weights. So I met people there. They are in my warm market. Okay. And there's a way to approach your warm market when it comes to the business or the products. Okay. We believe in, with warmer market, it's really great to, have two bites at the apple. Two bites at the apple. And when we talked about that before, hairstylists, dog groomers, right? The grocery store clerk, right? Things like that. Those are great. Those are people who are great to inquire if they keep their options open when it comes to making extra money, right? Warm market people are great for that. And if you ask the question at the right time in their life, they will be open when it comes to making money. But if they say no, I'm satisfied with making the income I'm making, and I'm happy using my time, right, going to work. If they say no to that, well, guess what? The second bite at the apple is introduce them to the products. That's why we lead with the business first and then the product second. And then social media, right? Most of us are on social media. Those are people who you post, you make a very engaging post, right? You make a great post on Facebook or TikTok or Instagram or wherever, and you have all these people commenting and reacting with the like or the love or the heart, right? They're making comments, and people who aren't members of HBN or Go to Sauna, those are people you can establish a connection with, okay, and eventually, inquire about them being open about the product and about about the opportunity and about the products. Okay. It's great. Yeah. Anniversary posts are good. You make a post recipes, whatever. When you have a lot of engaging posts, it could be a Facebook post, a story, or a reel, and those people either react to it or comment on it. That's your exposure list. If you need to, write their names down. Okay, date it, write their name down, indicate what post they reacted to or comment on. Those are people you can establish rapport with and have a relationship. Okay, and those are people you may be able to expose to the opportunity. Right. Next is mastering the art of the invite. So before you reach out to people about the business or even the products, you got to have rapport, right? Someone was in my message this morning. I think he's a Facebook friend. I'm going to find his post. This guy named Donald messaged me at 7:20 a.m. Okay. I'm just trying to see if he's a Facebook friend. Yeah, we're Facebook friends. First, I go to his profile, right? I immediately went to his profile, and he's with another company, right? That he has all this other company he's with, right? Number one, you don't want to have your company information on your Facebook page, right? But his profile banner is all about, live bad, right? And then his link is live bad, but then his message was some financial services thing. This long paragraph right? Just good morning. You are out here in a vast wonderland because of you believe that it is the new 9 to 5, right? And then blah 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 that sends me a link. No rapport. No rapport. So even if I was interested, I wouldn't trust him. All right. He didn't establish any rapport. Remember, you gotta find some common ground, establish rapport with people. Research a prospect, right? And some people on Facebook have no idea what I do or who I am, right? They just message me. So you want to master art of the invite by having rapport. And which of the books we recommend out there that is great at teaching you how to establish rapport. Okay, it's going to be Icebreakers by Tom Big Al Schreiber, right? Or there's another book, How to Establish Trust, Belief, and Rapport. Big Al. Big Al has a lot of books on his website. So you want to master the art of the invite by number one, having rapport. Number two, you want to establish trust. Okay, people do business with people they like and trust. 99%, no, 100% of the people that have joined me, right? I've established some type of rapport. It could have been a video they watched on YouTube of me, okay? Um, and I present the information in such a way to where they are not GoPro isn't about rapport. GoPro is about skill sets, okay? And the 7 network marketing skill sets, icebreakers, and the other Big Al books. But good answer, Janice. But as far as trust, my videos on Facebook Live and YouTube tend to resonate with people, and that builds rapport to something they can relate to because they work like I work, and they trust me because I'm not telling people they're going to get rich, right? I'm not making all these unfounded claims. I'm just being me, okay? Being likable. So you master the invite by having rapport, establishing trust, using right words. Okay, Big Al's books teach you the words to use. Like most people, okay, aren't successful in network marketing because they are using the wrong words. Okay, and I just found out. Okay, what? When you say I just found out, that gets past the person's subconscious mind. They want to know, what did you just find out? I just found out there's a way to follow a system on the internet where you can generate income part-time, right? Things like that. I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Do you or someone you know keep your options open when it comes to making extra money part-time? How hard is that? Okay. Right words. So you have to use the right words. And the reason you do that is because you want to get past people's salesman alarm, right? You want to get past people's scam alarm. Okay. So that's how you do that. When you use, I'm just curious, most people, right? Would it be okay if, I showed you a way to do XYZ, right? Use the right words. That is going to take down those people's alarms. And then you want to learn how to build the business in a way that duplicates. Okay. And you want to do that via third-party validation. Okay, which is what we use. So we have our events. And when we talk about events, yes, we have our in-person events like the ones coming up in July. Those are events you can invite guests to. The one in September in Nashville, if you guys know anyone in the Nashville area, invite them to that event so they can learn about the opportunities. We guarantee you they're going to join. We've had people that attended, it was Orlando. Derek, I don't know if Derek is on here. He came along with his wife. He wasn't a member. He was just there, didn't know why he was there. She was there to be trained. Derek joins us during the meeting. He participates in the hot market contest and he won. He won. All right. Can someone, whoever that is, can you mute your mic, please? Appreciate that. So you want to utilize events. So other events we have are Zooms, right? The calls we have on Zoom, those are events. Okay. Videos, you can share videos with people, right? And remember, we're really into validating the network marketing industry first. So for people who don't know what network marketing is, who maybe weren't successful, there's some videos you want to share, okay? And you can also use the business overview replays or the Detox Divas replays that's primarily focused on products, or the testimonials replay every Monday. Those are great videos to share with people so that it's not you talking, it's the video, the tool you're using to validate the information. And that helps the person, the prospect, know that they don't have to know everything. They can simply share a video, share a tool that can do the talking for them. Okay. All right. And then three-way call or a group chat if necessary. Okay. So this is where if you have a prospect that maybe has some questions, even though you can answer the questions, okay, you can offer to do a three-way call with yourself and with your support team or your cross-line member. It doesn't matter, someone you have rapport with on the team, or you can create a group chat. I mean, some people on social media create group chats, right? And so, and then allow the person you reach out to be the one to answer any questions. Okay. So that's how you share the business in a way that duplicates. Okay. So it's not about you. Right. Remember, in this business, folks, people aren't duplicatable. People can't duplicate me. Right. I realize not everyone feels comfortable with doing a live presentation, presenting the income opportunity or hosting the testimonials. I understand that. Okay. But and understand people, everyone can't duplicate me, right? But systems are duplicatable, and that's what we created here, a system that simply means save you some time and your money. And then as far as videos, okay, videos. So the first video you want to make sure you watch and your team members watch is the new member orientation video. That's on the One Team, One Dream YouTube channel. There's a top earner toolkit playlist, and those videos there. Then there's The Perfect Business by Robert Kiyosaki. Okay, there's Brilliant Compensation by Tim Sales. There's Rise of the Entrepreneur by Eric Worre. There's Why Network Marketing with Tony Robbins. Professor Charles King explains network marketing. Top economist Harry Dent talks network marketing. 4 things successful network marketing professionals do. That's more of a training tool. Band class, parts 1 and 2. Yes, Jessica, that's my favorite. That's a great industry validation video and also educational. And then there's a Welcome to GoToSana 92-second sizzle video. Now, what we did, okay, we wanted to make it simpler and easier for you guys to both educate people and share the GoToSana opportunity. So what we did, we combined the Perfect Business, the Robert Kiyosaki video, with the Welcome to GoToSana 92-second video. Okay, that one's combined. And then we also combine Band Class part 1 and 2 with the Welcome to GoToSana video. So that one, those videos both educate people about the network marketing profession and gives them a snippet of what GoToSana is about. Okay, and those are both posted on the One Team, One Dream YouTube channel. For those of you who have watched the videos and shared the videos, which one is your favorite one, just from this list? Okay, I know mine is Band Class. Second would be Brilliant Compensation. Third would be The Perfect Business. Fourth for me would be Rise of the Entrepreneur when it comes to educating people about the network marketing profession. Okay, Band Class, yeah. Perfect Business is great. Band Class, Perfect Business. They're all good. Okay, you pick the one that resonates with you. Brilliant Conversation is good. It's longer. It's 28 minutes long. That one's good. I'm probably going to also combine that one with the GoToSana one. So I'll work on that. But yeah, but you can't go wrong. But we like to we don't want to skip steps. So when you are talking or interacting with the prospect, and ask them, hey, before they join, hey, what's your have you ever heard of or done network marketing before? Okay, if they say no, then that's when you can get the permission to send them a video that validates the industry, and you pick the one you want to choose. You pick the one you want to share. I like Band Class. I like Brilliant Compensation because those two have a call to action at the end. The GoToSana Sizzle video also has a call to action where it instructs the viewer to do something at the end. Okay, so those are the two I like, but great about industry validation tools and great educational videos for yourself. So that concludes that. Want to go over this really quickly. Now we know right now the Gold Asana Matrix pays out 6%. Okay. And so in the matrix per person per level, and you're paid down to what level you qualify for. But when there are some people who do in-person meetings with people, and they draw out the matrix just to show people how the money works with the matrix. And so it's important to know this, right? Just so you can write this out and talk to someone over coffee or lunch and write out the plan. And so we typically like to stop at level 5 when meeting with people. If you go down all the way down to 12 levels or 15 levels, it's going to be too much for them, and it's also not going to be believable as far as that type of money. But just in the matrix, right? You're active at 100 BV with Gold Asana. You sign up 2 people who do the same thing, and then everyone only signs up 2 business builders. Build out to level 5, you're going to have 63 total people. Okay. And so that will come out to a weekly matrix pay of $372 per week, a little over $19,000 a year. Now, in order for someone to bring in an extra $372 per week in residual income, they would have to work and save and invest $322,400 and earn a 6% annual rate of return. Now, most Americans don't have $1,000 saved up for an emergency. So, of the 2 options, building a business or saving and investing, which one is easier to do? Okay. You can ask your prospect this when you're having lunch. Which one's easier? Is it easier to build a business down to 5 levels? Okay. And or save and invest $300,000. So how it's paid weekly, Jeremy? Who said someone said it? Let me go back. Okay, so Jeremy, so how it is? So let me go back here. So I'm just stick with Gold Asana. So there's you can qualify for 15 levels in the matrix, but we just stopped at level 12. So the matrix, only 2 people on the first level. The next level is going to double to 4, then 8, 16, 32. And everyone does 100 BV. So the company is going to pay out 6% of 100 BV per person, right? So on level 2, right, you're going to receive $6 for each person. And if you only have 2 people that ever joined, okay, and you only have 2 people in your matrix, okay, with no duplication, they do that every week. Someone joins, right? They keep their account active, okay. That's going to be $12, right? And so that's how the matrix works with Gold Asana, right? And so it's just, and I can explain it more once we're done, but as far as how this works here is 2, 4, 6, 8, 16, 32, and so that's 32 people on your 5th level, and so that's what that equates to. And I have to go back and I'll check the numbers and see if that's weekly versus monthly. But either way, I will adjust that if necessary. All right. So as far as yeah, I think this should be monthly, but I'll correct that if need be. So with HBN, a little bit different HBN. There's a binary with HBN, and so there's no limits or caps to the HBN binary. There's really no levels, but we wanted to give you guys a visual example. And so if you draw this, if you were to write this out and stop at level 5, you're going to have the same number of people as we go to with 63, with including yourself, but 62 total after you joined. And at that level there, everyone's doing 100 PV, and you will qualify for a $24 binary commission. Okay, so in the month, that will be 8 binary commissions, and then 8 times 24. Thanks, Tommy. 8 times 24 is $192. So that would be $190 a month just in binary commissions with HBN. Now talking about the star bonus, the 9-day fast start, just the binary commissions. And so in order for someone to earn $109 per month in residual income, okay, they would have to work and save and invest over $38,000 okay, and receive a 6% rate of return to receive $190 per month, right? Because that's a little over $2,300 a year. So we know most people don't have about $1,000 saved up. You are correct, Jeremy. I will correct that. So it could be similar. It's like the HBN pay plan. But in order for someone to receive $190 per month in residual income, right, they would have to invest over $38,000 and receive a 6% annual rate of return. So we know it's easier to build a business, sign up two people, and everyone duplicates that, enrolls two, okay? And that's how we do that with HBN as far as binary pay. All right, so this is we talk about people being committed with building their business and they want to maximize their income. If you are active with GoDasana from 5 BV to 24 BV, that's go. If you're active 25 to 49 BV, your day, go day. You're active 50 BV to 99 BV, which is still good, okay, because you can qualify for the SAT bonus. You go to SAW, and then if you're active with GoDasana at 100 BV or more, you're all in. You're in the position to maximize the pay plan and earn the maximum amount allowable in the pay plan based upon you being at 100 BV. Now, as far as HBN, if you're active with 25 CV to 49 CV, you are an H. Okay. If you are 50 CV to 99 CV, you are B. If you're 100 CV or more, that allows you to maximize the HBN pay plan, right, to earn all the money, the 30% fast start, the highest binary commission, and the star bonuses that are paid out, right? But yeah, Jeremy, you are right. I'll have to correct that. So I'll fix that next time. So that's how it works with HBN. So we have people that are curious, including team members. They would like to know, okay, what do I need to do to generate a certain income level? So this is an income calculator people can use. You can use it for yourself. Even meeting with prospects, you can go through this, and you have the input parameters is your BV or CV. Okay, you can indicate how many people you need to enroll and what their volume is, and then you can select the percentage you're earning. Okay, and so with GoDasana is 25% as far as the fast retail commissions are forever, or you can pick the 6% binary, or with HBN, you can pick 10, 20, or 30% fast starts. And that's going to calculate, what your CV is and how many people you enroll in their CV and what your potential income could be. Then we have a matrix calculator with GoDasana, and this set has a 3% matrix payout commission rate and has 6%, which is what we're doing now. And that promo is supposed to end at the end of June. So hopefully Paula will see the value because we've been blowing it up, and she'll make that a permanent part of the GoDasana pay plan to keep it at 6%. But this right here is simple. You just plug in the people on each level, right? And then that will calculate for you what the earnings are on each level. Okay, and it goes down to level 12 on this calculator. And then as far as people who want to know, okay, how much will I need to invest to generate a specific residual income per month? So this example here, to receive $300 per month, right, a person would have to invest $60,000 at a 6% rate of return to receive $3,600 a year. Okay, so this helps you kind of put a value on your business. If you're someone who's making $60,000 per year, right, that this can kind of help you put a value on your business with your HBN or GoDasana. So this chart right here talks about your first 5 years with us. The columns are the years, the red arrows are the time you put into building the business and developing and learning. The dollar symbols are the income you earn each year. So your first year, you're new to the company, you're learning our culture, you're learning the system, or you're new to network marketing, period. So you're going to spend a lot of time developing and you're sharing, getting a lot of no's, which is normal. So your income not going to be very much the first year for the most part. We know there are some outliers where people got in and did very well right off the bat. But for the most part, we just share what's realistic. Your second year, you've gotten better, right? You've been attending the trainings, you've been reading the books, right? You've been you start using the right words, and your income goes up more because you're getting more yeses. Your third year, right? You are a network marketing professional. You're reading the books, you're attending the trainings, you're having some duplication happening where a couple of people you signed up are also building the business. So your income goes up more because you're starting to have that residual income, right? The leveraged income. Your fourth year, right? You probably don't show up on the leaderboards anymore. You have other people you signed up who have developed into leaders. Okay. We are a leadership development program, and you are having more duplication. So your income goes up more, right? Your fifth year, you aren't doing a lot of personal recruiting. You are still recruiting people frontline, but your team is growing. You're supporting your team. Okay. You're having duplication happening, but your income goes up even more in your fifth year. Okay. Now what happens? People, because of the internet, right? Because people want stuff fast nowadays. People get to the second or third year, and they see someone post something on Facebook, or someone messages them and tells them, "Hey, you can join us, and you can make $2,000 a month without doing auto ship. All you do is pay an activation fee and a monthly membership fee." You like that? You're like, you know what? That makes sense to me. So what happens is when you go join this other company, you're going to lose some things. Okay, the income you build up with Green Organics, that's going to go away, right? And then you also are going to lose credibility and support of the people who you said you planted your flag here and you weren't going anywhere. You just lied to them, right? And so you're going to lose them. You're going to lose your team, right? And then what happens also is every time you go to a new company, you go back to year one. And so that's why you are unable to generate that large long-term residual income, because every time you go from company to company to company, you go back to year one and keep starting over. Okay. And don't be the person that starts over every 2 or 3 years. All right. So if you guys are on Facebook, there are 4 groups you definitely want to be in. There's one group that's only for members. So people who have created accounts. That's the Green Organics Family Testimonial, Family Influencer, and Consultant Training Group. And then we have the Green Organics Family Testimonials and Information Group. That's for everybody. That's yourself and prospects. You join that group. That's the group you can invite people to join to help expose them to the opportunity and to the products. And then we have the Go to Sauna Testimonials and Information Group. That's only for Go to Sauna products and the opportunity. And then we have the Drink to Drop Weight Warriors group is for HBN and the weight release products, especially the GLP-1 products. All right. So those are the 4 groups. And these are the YouTube channels you want to subscribe to. The One Team, One Dream channel. That's the one I operate, that one, and post most of the videos there. Coach Tina is our detox diva. So every Thursday night, she hosts a Zoom, and she posts the Detox Divas replays on her YouTube channel. Coach Will has his own channel, and he posts different videos on his channel, which are great to watch those, download them, post them on your own YouTube channel. And Coach Sonic posts the Coach's Corner replays on his YouTube channel. So make sure you guys are subscribed to those 4 channels. And this is our schedule, right? So make sure you guys are plugged into a proven system 5 years from now. So we start on Sundays, which is the first day of the week. So on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesdays, the start time is 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern on this same Zoom link, oneteamonedreamhangout.com. Wednesdays, we start at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. That's with Coach Sonic with Coach's Corner. And then Thursdays, we start at 5 p.m. with Detox Divas first with coffeetalkwithtina.com, 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then after that, at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, we have the combined opportunity overview. And then Saturday nights, we're back here at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. We call the GPS. Get in, plug in, stay in. All right. So another quote, like Coach Will he shared this about a month ago. Network marketing, guys, it's number one, it's something people do every single day but don't get paid for it, because people are always recommending and referring things they like to people they know. But all it requires is people to do some simple things. And so when you have simple steps done by many people, that's when success can happen. All right. So that we really enjoy that quote. So that concludes today's training. Let me stop the recording and stop